nearly a year, a blind woman who lives alone has been trying to receive home care services from TennCare.
However, she has been turned down now twice. Well, WATE 6 on your side consumer reporter Don Dare says the young woman has been told her disability is not a deficit, Don?
That's correct. In a report to the young woman, TennCare writes she has no significant functional deficit, and you'll see that in just a moment. The state's division of TennCare offers what is called the Choices Program. It's a service set up for either seniors or adults with disabilities so they can live at home and don't have to go to a nursing facility. The young blind woman who called us would like a caregiver to visit just a few days a week. But following an evaluation, TennCare writes she does not qualify for assistance. For the last 11 months, Janet has lived alone. She's been blind since birth. Her mother has dementia and moved an hour away for care. Janet's dad died 20 years ago.
Let's go to Facebook.
Her only outside communication is through her computer. With the exception of an aunt, she has no family members living nearby, and Janet says her mom and dad, for most of her life, sheltered her.
They just wanted me to stay a child.
Janet reads Braille and attended the Tennessee School for the Blind. At 45, she's never worked. She lives on a fixed income and receives TennCare. Earlier this year, she applied for home and health community-based services through TennCare's Choices program. She'd like Choices to approve a caregiver for 2 or 3 days a week to assist her at home.
I can do some things, but a blind person can't sweep. A blind person can't mop. We can't really cook for ourselves. I can't do my own laundry. I can't make my own bed.
What difference would it make with a caregiver?
I wouldn't be as lonely as I am, and I would have help.
I'm helping her with things to figure out how to pick her clothes out, how to do the laundry.
Linda Bradley, Janet's aunt, lives nearby. She's tried to help, but Mrs. Bradley says her health isn't good.
It is hard because I can't always be here when she needs me.
Because she lives alone, Janet has asked we not reveal her last name or where she lives. The steep steps in front of her mother's house are difficult to navigate, and they keep her homebound. 5 months ago, a friend wrote a handwritten letter to TennCare requesting Choices home care services for Janet.
I was told that I can't get help because I can bathe, dress, and feed myself.
She needs help. She needs help from someone. And you would think that they would consider that.
Not giving up her fight, the state sent a nurse to evaluate Janet's activities of daily living. We read the nurse's evaluation presented to the state. You are able to do all of those activities of daily living by yourself without help from anyone else most days of the week.
Getting turned down like this it's bad enough that I don't have my mom anymore, that I'm here and I miss her. But when I'm being told you don't qualify because of this, and this, it makes me angry and it makes me really, really depressed.
In early October, Janet requested a hearing before TennCare's Office of General Counsel. We returned to her home because within the last 10 days, she received a package from TennCare. Wow. That's a lot of reading. The state sent more than 90 pages of legal documents and reports, none of it in Braille, in preparation for Janet's hearing on November 19th. How much of this have you been able to have interpreted or read to you?
Just a little bit. My friend Glenda skimmed it a little bit.
She skimmed it?
Yeah.
That mid-November hearing is scheduled to be a conference call. Documents say representing TennCare will be the state's lead clinical nurse. Janet has no one representing her.
I really need somebody here that can talk to this judge because I don't know what I'm going to say to him. I mean, it doesn't really seem like anything I've said to them so far has mattered.
We wrote to TennCare regarding Janet's case. In its response, the state says an independent third party confirmed Janet has no significant functional deficits and does not qualify for the Choices program.
Well, I mean, I'm blind. That makes it hard to function.
It says you have a right to an in-person hearing. Is that something you'd like to have?
I just think they should look me in the eye and tell me that I don't qualify.
Now, despite requesting it, Janet has yet to hear any word about an in-person hearing. Now, TennCare does have stringent rules it must follow as it evaluates people like Janet who apply for the Choices program, and she did not qualify under the state's pre-admission evaluation formula. But without any legal representation, without being able to understand the documents because they're not in Braille, Janet has a rough road ahead of her as she is scheduled to appear before a judge later this month. And Kristen and Bo will keep you up to date on this story.
Yeah, let's see how this one plays out.
Yeah.
Yes, my goodness. Don, thank you very much. If you have a consumer question for Don, you need to send him an email at ddare@wat.com. You can also call a 6 on Your Side hotline number at 865-633-5974.